Alexander the Great, one of history's most iconic figures, was first interred in Memphis, an ancient Egyptian capital, under the care of his loyal general Ptolemy I. His remains were later moved to Alexandria, where they were reburied in an impressive mausoleum. Over time, Alexander's tomb evolved into a revered site that attracted Roman emperors and became a place of pilgrimage. Yet, like much of ancient Alexandria, the precise location of Alexander's burial place is lost to history, possibly submerged underwater, concealed beneath modern Alexandria, or hidden in the surrounding countryside. Despite ongoing investigations, the site of Alexander's tomb continues to elude discovery, holding the fascination of archaeologists and historians alike. Alexander the Great was buried in Egypt. By the age of just 32, Alexander the Great had brought a vast portion of the known world under his control, overthrowing the Achaemenid Empire and creating a realm stretching from Greece and Egypt to the edges of India. His empire building might have continued had he not died unexpectedly in Babylon in 323 BC. After his death, his generals and successors, known as the Diadochi, divided his territories, each vying to inherit parts of his legacy. In a bold maneuver, Ptolemy, one of Alexander's closest generals, seized the procession transporting Alexander's body to Greece, redirecting it to Egypt and placing it in Memphis, the ancient Egyptian capital. This daring act helped establish the legitimacy of the Ptolemaic dynasty by connecting it with the legacy of the revered conqueror-turned-pharaoh. Shortly before his death, Alexander the Great reportedly wished to be laid to rest at the temple of Zeus Ammon in Siwa Oasis. His request went unfulfilled, and instead, his general Ptolemy arranged for his burial in ancient Memphis. However, the Ptolemaic rulers who followed had even grander plans. By the late 4th or early 3rd century BCE, Alexander's remains were transferred to Alexandria, where they were reinterred in an impressive new mausoleum. The precise location of this grand tomb, often referred to by ancient sources as the Soma or Sema, meaning body or grave marker, remains unknown. Over time, the tomb became a revered pilgrimage destination, solidifying Alexandria's role as a significant center in the Hellenistic world. By 274 BCE, Alexander the Great's tomb in Alexandria had become the heart of a Ptolemaic cult honoring him. Over time, the mausoleum attracted notable visitors seeking to pay homage. Julius Caesar visited it during his stay in Alexandria after Pompey's death, while Augustus, the first Roman emperor, came to the site after his Actium victory, when he secured Egypt as both a Roman province and his own personal territory. Such visits served more than ceremonial purposes. They were acts of political symbolism, as leaders sought to align themselves with Alexander's legacy. Emperor Caligula famously took Alexander's breastplate, and Caracalla later placed personal items like his tunic, ring, and belt on the sarcophagus to signify a symbolic inheritance of Alexander's martial spirit. By the late 4th century, Alexander the Great's tomb had faded in prominence. When Emperor Theodosius I outlawed pagan practices and ordered temples to close, Alexander's resting place was reportedly opened and looted. If the tomb indeed lay in Alexandria's royal district, it may have been damaged during the catastrophic tsunami that struck the city in 365 AD. Yet even after the Arab conquest of Alexandria following the Battle of Yarmouk, historians and travelers still noted sightings of the conqueror's tomb. The last known mention of it dates back to the 16th century, when the once great city had declined into a modest coastal town. Many theories have emerged. Some suggest that Venetian traders, possibly mistaking Alexander's remains for those of St. Mark, could have unwittingly transported them. Others believe the tomb lies submerged offshore or beneath modern Alexandria's bustling streets. Numerous archaeological efforts have failed to locate Alexander's final resting place, and it remains a compelling mystery, representing the ever-present intrigue and challenges of uncovering lost history.